Hey there YouTubers, it's Chelsea here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm covering with you my bronzer, contour, and highlighter Loves and Loathe. I say loathe because there's only one. Because I generally try and do a lot of research on the products I buy, so I don't have a lot of junk in my collection. For the most part, I love everything, and I try to steer clear of impulse buys. I try and, use the internet and use the resources that are out there. Excuse me, I'm gonna move the camera. Because there's so much knowledge on YouTube and beauty blogs, it's just kind of silly just to waste your money on stuff you don't need and stuff that's just not good. So let me start out with explaining one of my favorite bronzers. This is Chanel's Soleil Tan de Chanel cream bronzer. It's a bronzing makeup base. It comes in like a tub container like this. The shade is, I guess, Bron Universel, and it's a cream bronzer. Now, just trying to make sure I'm front row and center in the video. What I'll do is I'll apply my foundation and my concealer, and occasionally powder. I go back and forth. I don't know what provides a better finish before setting with a powder or after. But what I'll do is I'll take my Chanel Bronze Universel and dip a stippling brush in it. So this is a MAC 187. If you have a better stippling brush in your collection, definitely reach for that because this one sheds like nobody's business. And as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a ton of like the black hairs from the brush in the product. But what I'll do is I'll just dab it on the brush and then kind of apply it to the hollows of my cheek, and then just kind of generally blend it in this area. Now this product has a slight shimmer to it, kind of goldeny fine shimmer to it, which you can't really tell unless like you're in direct sunlight. So I got this in the winter, actually didn't wear it that much, and now that it's summertime I'm reaching for it a lot more. It provides a beautiful finish, provides like a nice warmth to the skin, which you really need because after foundation your face just feels like a race. There's no contour, there's no shape left. So applying this is nice and it smells really good. I can't even describe what it is. So this is great, just blending it around. I won't take it down the neck because of the shimmer element to it, but I do like it just to warm up my face. So recommend that. When let's see, in contrast to the Chanel kind of pricey splurge item, sorry, fix my necklace, I will reach for my e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder, which is a duo that looks like this. It's, very much inspired by the NARS Laguna and Orgasm duo, which is a blush and a bronzer. This is kind of just a peachy pink, but that's beside the point because we're not talking about that in this video. It's more so about the bronzer. This is $3 for the two colors, and it provides just a warm, this is pretty cool tone brown. It has a subtle shimmer to it. The shimmer does not translate as much from the pan onto the face. So, I will take this on contour brush or just a fluffy powder brush, apply a concentrated amount, and then just kind of blend out from there. This is also very travel friendly because you have two products in one. The blush is not bad, so love throwing that in my bag for vacation or my work makeup bag. So that's that. And then moving away from a bronze with a subtle shimmer, I'm going to go to my favorite matte bronzer. Now this has a ton of hype and buzz online, and it's a total cult favorite. It is NYC's Smooth Skin Bronzer Bronzing Face Powder in the shade Sunny. It's about $3 or like $2.89, and it's a nice medium brown. Looks great on fair skin, but I think you could build it up if you have more of like a medium skin tone. It looks very natural. I know some people think this looks orange, but different strokes for different folks. I love this on my skin, and I will apply it with a contour brush and just work it from the ear down to like the middle of the cheek, not to like the corner of my mouth, and then just kind of work it in like that. I will also, since it is matte, take it to the temple and just kind of blend around the hairline so it doesn't look like I just have a stripe on my face from far away, So take it around the, perimeter of the face. And then, of course, the jawline. Definitely pay special attention to that. And since it's matte and there's no shimmer, it will look somewhat natural. Now, definitely you want to blend because you don't want to look like you just have a tan right there. So you want to take it down the neck as well so you don't look like you have a mask on. And what I like to do instead of using my contour brush, since we're covering a larger area, I'll just reach for a cheap powder brush that I have in my collection. This is an e.l.f. Professional Total Face Brush. I think it was $1 at Target. And, you know, to be honest, the hairs are pretty scratchy. So what I'll do with this is just kind of buff it all up in there and then just take it down the neck. Apply liberally but evenly in the décolleté area. So this gets the job done, and you can really be generous with it because this thing's only $3. Great budget-friendly buy. And then, of course, when you're all done with that, just to make it look even more natural, take a clean brush. I love this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. It was $6, I believe. Great quality. The hairs are really soft. And just kind of blend it all in. Okay? So love that. Now, moving on to the highlighter phase of the video. Another e.l.f. pick that you can find at Target for just $3 is the Golden Bronzer. This comes in another container like this. It's from the Studio line, and this has 4 quadrants of highly shimmery, bronzy tone shades. Definitely could be considered a highlighter or, you know, a blush if you want to apply it in that manner. But what I really, you know, gravitate towards are these 2 shades here. The top one, oh, don't mean to flip you off, this top upper one, this lower one right over here. So 2 kind of goldeny, one's kind of like a goldeny pearly white cream color, and the other one's more of like a pinky golden shade. So those translate beautifully on the skin. And what I'll do is I will take just a small stippling brush and just work it diagonally across. This brush is by NYX, by the way. It's a B26 flat top small. I'm dyslexic today. Just kind of rub it in here like this and apply it to the high points of the face. So mainly the cheekbones, you know, not all the way down to the nose because I don't want, you know, I already get kind of oily in this area in the T-zone, so I don't want to bring any more attention to that. I want to bring it to the outer part of the face, to, you know, above where I contour the low point of the face versus the high point of the face. So I'll apply it up there. You know, just kind of gently, you can always apply more, so just less is more, and then you can always go back to reapply. You know, if you can take it down the center of the nose, looks great in photography if you don't have oily skin, or you can keep your oil production in check, say with a mattifying powder or blotting sheets. I'd recommend that. Looks bomb in photography. And then if you really want an extra kick to your makeup or bring some attention to the lips, just take a little bit of the powder and you apply it to the Cupid's bow, which is just this little dip in the top of your upper lip, and it makes your pucker look a little more pouty and three-dimensional because it's bringing attention. It's just, you know, it's just a game of shadows and playing with the light and the shadows of your face. So love that. And you know, you could use the other shades and swirl the whole thing together and just kind of get a nice, do it with my finger, medium golden shade. I mean, you probably can't tell because I have so many swatches on my hand, but definitely a great product. In short, it's only $3, so definitely recommend that. The next product I have is totally old, and I only have it because I wanted to film it in this video, and there's still a little bit of product left in the dust that remains. So this is Benefit's Box Powder, and it's called 10. And this was a dual highlighting and bronzer kit, but both of the shades were very shimmery. So let me read you the description because it hasn't completely rubbed off in the back. And they call this Be a Perfect 10. For a sultry, sexy glow, sweep this duo of sensual pink and naughty bronze powders over your complexion, décolleté, anywhere. We won't tell. And then it says avoid the eye area. So this is a highly shimmery powder. It was just one side. It was, you know, evenly divided down the middle, bronze, and then like a pearly pink. All that's left now is just powder. I mean, it's just dust. But the reason I brought this up is because the brown shade would be amazing for dark skin tones. It's going to apply it right there. You kind of see it. It looks, you know, you wouldn't apply it in this concentrated of a fashion, but check it out. It gives you a bronzy glow, which would be beautiful as a blush. You know, you could apply it instead of right here, like a traditional contour, just a little bit above, you know, in this area. And it will really bring light to that. It will look beautiful in photography. Again, don't apply it in that concentrated of a fashion, but 10 by Benefit is awesome. I don't think this product gets enough love on YouTube, at least. So, moving on to another Benefit product and another cult favorite. Everybody talks about this. It's a liquid product called High Beam. And this is, their description says, Luminescent Complexion Enhancer. It says, this makeup artist's secret to a healthy glow. How to use. Dot and blend over makeup on the cheek and brow bones. So after all your makeup, you know, moisturizer, foundation, concealer, all that stuff, this is probably your last step. And it applies like a nail polish. So it's a brush dipped into a liquid. And it's definitely a pearly pink kind of product. And you can just dot it on your skin like that. And then just kind of pat it in. And you'll get a nice iridescent glow. Great on the top of the cheekbones. You could just do 1, 2, 3 dots or just 1 dot and just kind of pat it in. If you like to, you can also use just a brush to kind of blend it in. And then again, same trick. You can take it, concentrate on your finger, and then just really highlight, sorry about that, really highlight those concentrated areas on your face. So love that. And last but not least, my Loathe item. And the only reason I loathe it is because it's just not that great. And I'm not knocking the brand whatsoever because I clearly love some other stuff from it. And it's NYC's Sun to Sun All Over Bronzing Powder. It's a duo that looks like this. It's in the shade Bronze Gold. And I only bought it because a while ago, and clearly I've used a lot of it because I just don't care. They were out of this at Target or Walgreens or whatever. So I picked this up instead because it was, like the same price point and thought I'd give it a try. But to be honest, like this bronze shade, it does not complement my skin tone. It looks very orange on me. I don't know if you can see it right there. It does have a subtle shimmer to it, golden shimmer, and just does not look good. So was not feeling that. And then the highlight shade, or they call it bronzing, but it's clearly highlight. It's just a gold. I mean, this looks more suitable to be an eyeshadow, to be honest. And same thing. It doesn't really translate on the skin, but on my finger, like, no. It's just chunky and gross, and the powder is quite chalky. I mean, just not good. It does not compare at all to this. So if you see this and they're out of this, definitely come back another day and get this because I don't think this is worth your time. But NYC, I'm not knocking you. I just don't like this product. That's all. So that's it. That just about wraps up my bronzer, highlighting, and contour likes and loathe. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. I love all these products. Just taking a few extra steps in your makeup routine can really change how awake you look and how glowing you look. Like people might, I don't know, I feel like days I wear bronzer, people ask me like, as I hold up my highlighter, like, what have you done? Like, you look glowing, or you look like you had a lot of sleep. And trust me, that's quite the compliment when I hear that. But definitely just tips and tricks with these kind of products. And it's all about experimentation, seeing what works for you. I mean, like, honestly, this one looks just straight. I wasn't expecting it to be that orange on my skin, whereas this one, shows up great. So it's, it's trial and error. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned something and found some cool stuff you want to try out. And thanks so much for watching. I'll be back in a few days with another video. Thanks so much. Bye.